In this video, I'm going to be sharing some of the things that I struggle with as a first-time mother. Please, if you want to judge me, keep scrolling. This is for my people and my people alone. So if you want to hear, you may be struggling with some of these things too. So let us get right into it. The first thing that I struggle with is finding a balance, right? So that means between being a mom, between being a wife, and between being myself, Sandra. I have not been able to compartmentalize. Yes, that's how they say it. I've not been able to do that. And I've been struggling with that, right? Sometimes I jealous the people that, know their roles as a mom and know their roles like people that have found themselves right after putting to bed. I'm still struggling with that because it is either I am in full mom mode or I am in full Sandra mode. Like there is no in between. I want to be able to learn that in between, just to marry both personalities together. Another thing that I greatly struggle with is comparison. I know that if you followed me for a minute, you know that I am the absolute advocate of comparison. It's like, oh, don't compare your children, but baby girl, comparison is kicking my butt. Like, full disclosure, let's just be honest, comparison is kicking my butt, and it's not from a bad place. I think my own comparison is coming from a place of, on a good day, even without being a mom, I tend to compare, and the comparison is I want to see where I can be better. I don't know if it's making sense to you, but if you get what I mean, you get it. I want a bad thing. If you're struggling with it, please let us try. Let's unite and find a way to let go of this comparison. Because if there's one thing I know about comparison, it is that it is the thief of joy. The next thing that I struggle with is my lack of patience. That is so bad because if you know anything about motherhood or dealing with children, you know that you need absolute patience. I have come a really long way from where I was prior to now. Most of it because I'm growing in age, I'm maturing, but sometimes it still comes out. Like my lack of patience still comes out, and sometimes I just lash out, and then I just call myself to Alexandra. Now small pikin they follow they talk like this. So sometimes I just expect my toddler to know everything, not just only for my toddler, even for like people around me. Sometimes I just expect that you're supposed to know this thing. Like I am not patient enough. I don't know, man. I'm not patient enough. Sometimes when I just lash out and I just start to feel guilty, like, oh, I shouldn't have lashed out this much. So I'm really struggling with that patience bit as a mom and also as an individual. Pray for me. Another thing that I am struggling with greatly is that I beat myself up too much. I don't give myself grace. Like I hold myself up to such high standards that once I fail or once it fails, I start to beat myself up. If anything happens to my child now, for instance, say he's sick or whatever, I start to think it's my fault. I start to think, oh, Sandra, you are the reason this boy is sick. You didn't wash his fruits well. You didn't give him his, like, if anything literally happens, I start to blame myself. I beat myself up too much. Like, I think everything bad is my fault. And if anything bad happens, I tend to multiply it, like make it look bigger or feel bigger than it actually is. Sandra, learn to give yourself grace. Stop beating yourself up too much. You're a human being. Learn to give yourself grace. The last thing that I think I'm really struggling with as a mom is that I don't have the time to do fun things anymore. I don't know. I don't think I'm a fun mom. I don't know what you guys really see, but I don't think I'm a fun mother. I think that like I'm a homebody. Okay, let's start there. That was my personality before ever becoming a mom, but I'm a homebody. I would rather be at home. So I don't know. I don't think I'm fun, and I don't want to pass that on to my child. Like I want my children to have like a bubbly mom, a bubbly parent. So I want to learn to incorporate more fun into the things I do. I feel like I'm a little rigid sometimes. I don't know. Maybe I'm just yapping, but I know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you have some of these traits, you'll be able to relate to what I'm talking about. So yeah, these are the things that I struggle with as a first-time mother. If you can relate to some of these things, let me know in the comment section. If you can't, or if you have a way or tips that can help me to overcome some of these things that I've talked about, please share in the comment section. I like to read from you. Thank you guys for watching, and until my next one, guys, bye.